Tampa. They've come over and driven over from Tampa. Thanks, guys, for coming in today. I'm going to let each of the guys in the band introduce themselves.
I'm V.
I'm 3 and 2. Now, I'm Paul G. I play lead guitar and vocals.
You play vocals?
Not as well as I should, but I do play vocals.
I'm Steve. I'm the manager.
That's right, right. Steve kind of does all the paperwork and all the business work for the band. But I want to thank them for coming in now. What have you guys been doing the last couple of months? We haven't heard anything from you since the first since the album came out after the first studio LP.
Yeah, we've kind of been looking for a bass player.
How's that worked out?
Good. We've been looking.
Yeah.
I think we found somebody. Yeah, we did find someone.
Yeah, I know the female bass player you had. I guess she just things came up where she couldn't play anymore there.
I'm not touching that one.
That's kind of a sore subject, huh?
But rumor has it she has become a Buddhist monk in outer Mongolia. It's only a rumor, though.
I think it's starting right now.
So how do you guys feel about, I guess, your success here in the Bay Area? Do you feel like you've taken off and people are starting to appreciate you guys' band now?
Nobody appreciates us now.
No, that's not true. In the Bay Area, it's kind of a interesting lot of people. The club scene, everybody knows where that is. But we have gotten support from the clubs. We've had the live shows up until Karen's departure. For the most part,
I'm sorry.
For the most part, the biggest success I think we've obtained recently is a lot of the press that we've been getting by Option Magazine, College Music Journal, some of the indie magazines from up north.
And the list goes on and on.
I know, on and on and on. But so that's real favorable getting...
We've had a lot of good college radio play, places as far away as Juneau, Alaska, and Ohio actually picked up on the album pretty well. So we've been getting a lot of favorable reports back. So we're, I guess our goals right now are just to solidify a bass player, and we plan on recording our next album in July. Good chance of getting picked up by a decent-sized indie for the next one. So.
Great.
With a slew of new songs.
Oh, yeah.
So how well has the album been selling 5 years from now?
I don't know, you have to ask the accountant.
You have to ask the accountant, huh? Well, we've got some video that you guys did when you played live at the Vinyl Fever.
Yeah, apparently it's this is my brainchild, but it's something that gets done all around the country as bands play record stores when they're coming into town, and we'd never heard of anyone doing it in Tampa, Vinyl Fever, so we just said, hey, let's go in there, and we were kind of scared the sound was going to be really bad, but it sounded real good in the store, and even the videotape we made, this was not high-tech, okay, kids, so don't expect to see, like Morrissey floating across the screen or anything.
Morrissey floating
it was done one camera with one microphone in the room, and we did some editing, and it's basically a home movie, but it came out okay.
Okay, so we're going to roll a little bit of that, and hopefully you will enjoy it, and we're going to see that, a little bit of that, come back and talk with the band again. We've also got some albums and some cassettes to give away of your album, right?
Tampa Smokes as well.
Tampa Smokes compilation as well.
And hopefully Perez will be here.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be here. So we're going to go and watch a little bit of this. Stick around. We're going to have those giveaways coming up soon and come back and talk with the band. So keep watching. Don't go away. Me.
Oh, good evening. Thank you very much. A question. Did the Woodies ever work with the Carpenters?
Are you for real?
That's a joke. This is Rockline, isn't it? Woodies band in the 80s?
Yeah. 90s, I would think. We're just about out of time for the 80s here, wouldn't you say?
Well, okay, they're okay for the 90s.
It's so exciting being with musicians. Why did you get into music, Terrence?
Because I couldn't get a job.
It's a local refrain of a lot of musicians here in the... Tell me, what do you think about the music scene here in Florida? Expanding, growing?
I'm taller than Karen and not as tall as Karen.
In a lot of ways, that's true.
Karen?
Karen?
Hi.
Are you endorsing right now?
Yeah, I'm endorsing Diet Pepsi and Winston cigarettes and Vivarin and This is a magic shirt.
Oh, that's a lot better. So,
Actually, I'm much taller than people think.
we'll give you credit.
It's an optical illusion. I wear horizontal stripes to make me look shorter.
Well, you work.
Feel sorry for me.
Well, you work behind the drum set, and you're sitting down basically when you're playing. So height isn't really an essential factor in your drum playing, or is it?
Well, it's an essential factor in getting girlfriends.
Live from Vinyl Theater, here are the Woodies.
Our bass player on that
Casual Guards here on Stereo Video V32, and we're back with the Woodies, and we've had a late addition to the show today. You want to introduce yourself?
We're kicking him out anyway.
I'm Steve, the drummer from the Woodies.
Yeah,
We were late.
He just kind of showed
Tell us
up.
about your childhood.
Well, the trip over here aged me a couple of years, so there's not much left of it.
But you did find your way over here,
Yeah.
so that's good, because a lot of people get lost coming into Lake.
You know, people ask us, how do you guys get into bars when your drummer's only 15? But you know, we've got some fake IDs.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have trained him by now, huh?
Yeah.
He wears stilts.
All right. So now, one of the first things I guess you can say the band did, as far as national recognition, was the some of the songs on the Tampa Smokes compilation. We can go to a little bit of that. We're going to show a poster of a little bit of the press release which you had on the Tampa Smokes compilation. That's
It's coming up on Monitor 4.
Over there.
And that's posted, the Tampa Smokes compilation.
That's pretty much everyone from about 12 bands.
Right,
that
yeah.
were on it.
And that went out during the time of the concert at the London Victory
Right,
Club.
that was
Oh,
last
that's at the big
March
jam,
that
right?
came out, and
Right.
it did really well. It was the first thing to get the word out that there's
Yeah.
something happening in Tampa.
Yeah.
It went out to a lot of radio stations around the country.
Now, have you had any other record companies pick up on a lot of that stuff you've listened to?
The Headlights just got signed to a label called Airborne Records out of Nashville because some guy from the label came to town. He heard this tape, Tampa Smokes. He had it on tapes too.
Right.
And he heard that, and he called us and asked to get in touch with them. We put them through. They sent him a tape, and they liked it, and they're gonna have an album out.
Right.
So that was really the whole purpose. Just if one band got signed, we felt it'd be worth it.
Now, how'd you guys come up with the idea of? Because I never really asked you this when you were on last time. For the idea for Pop Records, how'd that whole thing come?
It was just it was really based out of the Tampa Smokes, and we just needed to legitimize doing it. Making a record label to do it, and we never envisioned that we were going to do anything else past that. It was just, well, let's just put this out and see what happens, and it did so well and got such good support that we decided we'd put out the Woodies record, which is almost show and tell. We're going to be giving out some of these and some of these, and then the Psycho Tribe album, which is a band formerly called The Front, is going to be out in about June 23rd. It's going to be the release, and we're also putting out an album by the Wankers probably a little bit after that.
So you've got a lot of projects there.
So we're going to get about 3 or 4 releases out this year.
Right. And you guys have got a new album coming out too, right?
We're going back in the studio probably this summer with more new material, more instrumentation, Go-Go Girls.
Go-Go Girls.
And that'd probably be targeted, probably fall, early winter release, hopefully, if everything works right.
Will we see the music on this go through a shift or a change in the direction?
Some of the stuff you're seeing on the video is not on the record, so it's showing a little bit. But we've been going through a lot of changes, and just solidifying our sound a lot more, I think, and still diversifying it at the same time.
Now I know a lot of people in the area kind of compare you guys. I know you hear this all the time.
R.E.M.
You wish. Yeah. How do you feel about that comparison?
Well, I think you can compare every band to R.E.M. because R.E.M. is such a fundamental kind of sound that. You can say, you can find any group and say, oh, that reminds me of R.E.M.
Yeah.
I think the joke goes, if you play any song in G and mumble a lot, you sound like R.E.M.
Yeah.
But, of course, there are some obvious comparisons, but our sound has got a little more diversity to it because of where we all draw our inspirations from.
I think we're just a real melting pot because it still cracks me up every time I pick up a review. I find out somebody new we're compared with, the DBs or Waxing Poetics or whoever. It comes down. It just comes out with all these different bands every time.
But I tend to notice too, also bands from the South are always compared with other bands from the. You never see like, I don't think I could probably pick up a review and say, oh, the Woodies sound like the Pixies from Boston or Through Muses, even though the comparisons might not be there. It's always like, well, they're always going to sound like some band in the South. Every Southern band get that, they get that tag all the time, which I think kind of, it destroys kind of the image sometimes, because you're always going to be looked down upon as, oh.
Because we're in the South?
Yeah, because we're the South.
Well, the South will rise again. I'm from New Jersey.
That's great because, regional music is kind of the whole aim of when the new music thing started, even pre-R.E.M., there was the regional sounds.
Right.
Clearly there was the New York sound, and then there was the West Coast sound, and then the Southern sound started to come about. And I'm not talking about the 52s as much as Skinner, not Skinner. Gosh.
Freebird.
More the pre-R.E.M. Pylon type of bands where it was distinctive, but it still had as much of a regional sound to keep people interested. And being compared to other local or regional bands is fine because chances are more people will see a regional band as opposed to a big national act.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with the moniker of being a Southern band at all.
Okay. Now, I need to ask you guys this, and you probably weren't planning to hear me ask you this, but Rolling Stone has picked the Silos as probably the best band in American band right now. Your opinion?
New band.
Do you think they are?
I don't know if I've seen enough of them to make that judgment.
Yeah.
but I think they're a great band.
Because it seems like, to me, they had only judged by one album. Maybe they had gone back to their old EPs.
Well, you know, they're calling them best new band, so they're probably any new band, they're going to judge them by their first album or whatever just came out.
Yeah, I'd really never gotten anybody's opinion on that, and I was just kind of wondering what everybody else felt about
they
that.
definitely deserve the credit. I think we're a little bit better, but maybe next year.
Maybe next year you get rid of the Rolling Stone.
Did we steal the Rolling Stone record?
What's that? Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go see some more video of the band, and before we go, we got some albums and tapes to give away, and we've got 2 cassettes of the Tampa Smokes compilation, which Steve has got in his hand, and you're going to show it to the screen.
We can't sell
We're
them.
out of albums.
We're going to give them away.
Right. And we've also got 2 albums from the band, the Woodies album. 5 years from now, we're also going to be giving away 2.
And I was going to give away a Wankers t-shirt, but they were too cheap to part with one. No, that's not true. I didn't ask them.
So if you guys got any trivia questions you'd like for anybody to call up and ask, or should we just take regular callers?
Does
or
anybody
anything?
care?
You know?
Hello. Hi, Nancy.
We'll say hi to Nancy. We're going to see her in the hospital. And I want to say hi to Obi.
Okay, well, I
That's it.
tell you what, we'll just take the first 2 callers on any one of our studio lines, 1-800-V32-WTMV, 646-3288. First 2 callers, first 4 callers.
4
get the
callers.
4 albums and cassettes. And we're going to go see video from the Woodies, blah, blah, blah. And we'll be back to talk with them a little bit more, kind of finish up the interview and ask them what to expect in the future.
Okay. One thing you might want to notice when the video runs at the end, when our album's on this black background, take a look for that white pin that's holding it up there. This is very professionally done video.
We won't say where it was done,
Catch
right?
that. Yeah, we won't say where it was done.
Okay. We're going to see some of the video. We'll be right back. Stick around.
your new album. Tell me a little bit about it.
Terrence. I produced the audio about
Terrence album.
Paul is one of the greatest living black soul musicians I've ever seen. How old are you now? 19? By the time 17. By the time this man is 18, he will be able to drink. Legally.
This album how many months ago? Give today's date.
I think it was Sunday, on a Sunday.
like the spaces between the songs. That's my favorite.
Excellent. Ference said his favorite part was the hole in the middle of the album.
That's nice too. It's round. They did a good job. I think it was done mechanically though. I don't think you could freehand 7,000 holes at one time.
I know I tried.
Depeche Mode here on Stereo Video V32. We're back talking with the Woodies, and we have our winners, and we don't have a sheet, but we can get somebody to grab the sheet.
Oh, you were off camera.
And we're going to let them give out some of the names of the winners that won some of the albums and tapes.
Great, we got a call from Gloria Hunter of Auburndale. She's picking up a Tampa Smokes. And Fauna Hartley of Z Hills, she's getting the Woodies album.
5 years from now.
Yeah,
And,
we'll send it to you 5 years from now.
and Jeannie Kyo of Lakeland, she's going to get a Tampa Smokes.
And a date with Paul G.
And Chris Carruthers,
16 years old.
You took the phone number on that one who's 16.
Chris Carruthers of Palm Harbor is going to take a Woodies album also. Thanks, it was fun talking to you all, and if I offended any of you all,
Thanks for the $20 pledges, everyone, and for $30 you'll get a T-shirt.
So those are some of the winners that are going to be getting some of the Woodies albums and the Tampa Smokes cassettes. Now, besides going into the studio, what else can we expect from the future for the Woodies the band?
It's like Tallahassee, right?
I guess we're going to start playing around the state and the southeast some more.
Yeah.
More.
like what we had said before we went to the videos, being a regional band is good.
Yeah.
We can go to Tallahassee, play a weekend there. We can go to Jacksonville, play a weekend there. Oakville, go south down to Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Most of those places have halfway decent new music clubs, and they've got they're large cities or towns that will bring people in to see new music. And there's a lot of support. I know FSU's got a real good alternative radio station. Of course, there's stations here in Tampa. Orlando has got the University, Central Florida's got a good one, as well as Rollins College. They've got good alternative stations. Miami, everybody's alternative, so they'll come out and see you anyway. As well as going up to, say, Mobile, maybe back up Atlanta, North Carolina. We had a couple real good shows at University of South Carolina and Columbia.
We see ourselves as the ambassadors of Florida. Spread the word of Florida music.
We'll be spreading palmetto bugs everywhere.
Where's Oakville, by the way?
Orlando.
Oh, Oakville?
Well, the station goes up to Orlando, so you Orlando people know who I'm talking
We're from T-ville. Is it like Orlandoville? I'm trying to figure out the connection there.
Oakville.
Now, this video project you did, are you guys going to shop that around to a lot of the record companies? Or?
I was embarrassed to show it here. Kidding me?
No, that was a
That's
home
movie, basically.
That's so when we're all old, we can show our grandkids, and they'll say,
God, you really are bad.
How do you guys feel about video as a whole? Do you think that it does help a band as far as trying to get noticed or trying to get their music out?
It was. We played Austin, Texas, out at the South by Southwest conference, and it was really interesting. A showcase of how many bands? 300? 250 bands came out, and the big scuttlebutt, the big talk was, do you have a video? And it seems to be the quickest medium to get you elevated up into that other music television station.
My concern about it is like somebody like MTV who's so powerful. It's like they have the show 120 minutes, and it's like they'll let all even the alternative bands on major labels. It's like, well, we'll throw you on to 120 minutes, you know, and for a couple weeks, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's all we can aspire to hope for is if we make a video that it might get on 120 minutes for a couple runs. Yeah. You know, I just kind of wonder if it's worth doing.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, going back to something that you guys, probably a guy that you won't appreciate me bringing up, but Morrissey said he felt like, you know, bands should not make videos because the videos kind of take away from the music, and I kind of agree with that. I think you should be able to make it on the strength of your music more than, you know, the video does enhance a little bit. Yeah. Lets everybody know who you are. But I think the music kind of stands up a little bit more than...
Yeah, well, I agree, but I guess when you're dealing with the population, half the population, you know, it's these days, I'm not going to say anything about people's IQs, but it's just, this is like the media age. It's like people just don't want to take the time to read or listen. They just want to see something visually, something they can just connect with.
True.
And, you know, I think the way the record labels, are, you know, they're concerned about the money, so they just want to get across as many people as they can, and that they know they can get across to people, they can get an image that they can just, you know, watch.
Yeah,
but
it's the big corporate way to do it, I guess. Huh?
I'm not concerned with it.
One of the another project that is still kind of, it's not up in the air, but it's been talked about, is possibly pulling together some soundtrack material for a independent movie. I know one of the reviews of the album said that a couple of the tracks were soundtrack-y. You know, they had that essence to them.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm interested in, and I know Steve's interested in working on a little bit, is creating, is not necessarily vocal music, but music that could be used as background or soundtrack material for a film. And like I said, we're talking with some people about a project of that sort.
Yeah, that'd be great, because you don't really find too many guitar-oriented bands and soundtracks. Usually you get the dance bands that do all the soundtracks, you know, but you have a few that do come through. But
Well, it all comes back to instrumentation. If you want to be, I mean, exclusively a guitar band, then you know, that's where you are, and you should craft yourselves
There's
to
lots of
be
things
that
you can
sound.
do with guitars if you're creative about it.
Yeah.
But there are enough acoustic sounds that can be used and recorded, still based around the guitar and drum sound that sounds great. Even acoustic horns, drums. And this is the boy who's in the drummings department.
The Wonder Kid.
I wonder, kid.
When do you turn 16, by the way?
Now, wait a minute. You don't want everybody to know. Then they won't let you into the
Show them your new driver's license.
So what are the future dates for
Okay,
the band that'll be coming up?
We'll be playing USF Cavern Club June 16th. The week after that's going to be the Psycho Tribe album release on Pop. So we want everyone to come out to that. I think you only have to be 18 to get in.
So,
And, 2 Georges, and if you're not a student. But other than that, I can't say, because until we finally filled in the stage position, we hadn't been booking shows. So we'll be playing out starting in June, July, all over the state.
Great. Well, hope to see you out, and good luck in the future. And hopefully we'll see this second album coming out, and hopefully.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be out probably by September. So
yeah, hopefully we'll hear some news about you guys signing to a major independent or just a major label. So this time next year, maybe we'll see you. More video on here, or 120 Minutes, or MTV,
or even MTV.
Really, any of those stations.
Yeah.
Really. So.
Well, we'll be back to V32.
Yeah.
Certainly. When you want to have us back, and
yeah, when we're big stars, we'll remember.
Sure you will, Steve.
Just keep the money coming.
Yeah. All right, stick around. We've got more video, and I want to thank the guys for coming up again, taking time out, because they've got to fly somewhere, and I think they're going to be going on that big road trip in a few minutes, so I know they got a lot to look forward to.
We have a performance at Humana Hospital.
Stick around, keep watching. Everybody that got your tapes and albums, we'll be getting those out to you in the next week or so. So hopefully enjoy those. Look for the band in the next couple of months. Look for the new album real soon. This is a video from